You know I'm gonna get.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our class, welcome back to our second session. I hope that you have already eaten your breakfast and I hope that your breakfast was delicious and I hope that you keep some for me because after we finish the video I will travel to your house to eat your breakfast. Okay, so please prepare, but please if you have dogs, please keep them because I am afraid of dogs. Okay, just kidding. So in the second session we are going to learn listening express 1, right? And in the first session we've learned about hang out for, right? And we learned about a lot of new vocabularies. Do you remember some words that you've learned from the first session, from the first video? Can you tell me, Sam? Okay, can you tell me, Sam? Okay, so there are a lot. I like the word government. Government. What does it mean, government? So government, we refer to a group of people who control the country, right? How about Paris? Where is Paris? What is Paris? So Paris is the name of the city and Paris is the capital of France. And where is France? France is in Europe, right? Can you spell Europe? Europe I spell E-U-R-O-P-E. That is the name of the continent. So there are 7 continents around the world and Europe is one of them. How about Singapore? So Singapore is the name of a very small country in Southeast Asia. How about the word law? Can you spell law? Easy, right? How about the word culture? Culture. Can you spell culture? Very good. Culture I spell C-U-L-T-U-R-E, right? So culture we refer to the way the people living in a particular place, in a specific place. So in Cambodia we have a lot of cultures, like in Cambodia if you are a girl, if you are a daughter, you are not allowed to go outside at night, mostly before. But now because time changes, so some parents, they still do not allow their daughters to go out at night. But some families, some parents, you can go wherever you want. I don't care. Okay, so that is the culture. But in Western countries or in America, when you are 17 or 18 years old, you leave the house. You don't live with your parents anymore because their parents want all of their children to be independent. They have to earn the money by themselves, they have to work by themselves, they have to learn by themselves, they have to live by themselves. They are independent. Okay, but in Cambodia, our culture, we always live with our parents most of the time, or probably in our entire life. Okay, so those are the words that we learned in session 1 in the first video. So now let's go to our second session, which is about listening express 1. We are still in unit 3, an awful day. What does mean awful? So awful means terrible, means bad, an awful day. So like on Friday, I told you some of my awful days that I rode a motor and then I crashed into a dog and then the owner of the dog didn't pick me up, but they picked the dog first. Very sad. So in that lesson on Friday, we learned about some new vocabularies, right? And most of them are about feelings. Okay, so now let's look at here. So this one, can you read? Yes, upset. Upset. Upset means unhappy. This one, worried. 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 Worried means unhappy and you are thinking about something bad that might happen. Like I gave you the example on Friday before the final exam. If you don't review the lesson, you will feel worried. You will be worried. Oh, I might fail the exam and my parents will blame me. This one, busy. Busy. When you are busy, it means you have a lot of stuff, a lot of work to do. Lonely. When you are lonely, it means that you are alone. Embarrassed. 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 So when you do something that is not normal, you feel embarrassed, or you do something that you can make people laugh at you, especially your friend, you will feel embarrassed. Example, you come to study at ABI school but you wear the uniform of another school, so you feel embarrassed. A lot of students look at you, why this guy wear this uniform from the other school when he is learning at ABI. Cheerful means you are happy or exciting about something. Excited when you are very happy. Surprised. Surprised. Surprise here is an adjective. If you say I am so surprised, it means that you are very happy about something that you don't expect. Okay, example, when you ride the bicycle or when you walk to school, you see $100 paper money on the road or on the path that you are walking, and then wow, I'm so surprised, I'm so lucky today. Hurt, it is so hurt. Annoyed. When you are annoyed, it means that something disturbs you. Bored, when you are bored, it means that you have nothing to do. Shy, if you are shy, it means that you are afraid or you are not confident enough to face something or to see someone. Like when you meet your crush, you always feel shy. Okay, so these are the words that we learned on Friday. And now I want to ask you some questions because our lesson is about an awful day. Okay, and here are some of the questions that I'm going to ask you, and you have to give me the answer, and then I also give my answers to you. Let's start with the first question. So what makes you feel unhappy? So what are the things that make you feel unhappy? Can you think? Can you try to think what are the things that make you feel unhappy? What is it? Okay, like I heard one of you say that the things that make I feel unhappy is when that I go to school and then I forget to ask the money from my parents. Okay, so when you forget the money at home, you always feel unhappy. Okay, can you tell me some more things that make you feel unhappy? Oh yeah, you lost your pen. So when you lost your pen or lost your correction pen or lost your crayon, you always feel unhappy, right? One last answer. So what makes you feel unhappy? I'm trying to listen. Okay, so the thing that makes you feel unhappy is you want to copy the homework from your friend and then your friend say no, you have to try to do it by yourself. Then you feel unhappy. So don't try to copy the lesson or the homework from your friend. Homework and exercise you have to do by yourself so that you can become a good student to make your parents feel happy. So now it's time for me to answer. So the thing that makes I feel unhappy, there are a lot of things. First, one thing that makes I feel unhappy is when my students do not listen to me. So when I teach in class, I want all my students to listen to what I say so that they can understand more about my lessons. I know that when students listen to me, they can understand a lot more than when they do not listen to me. So when they don't listen to me, I am so sad. I am so unhappy. And one more thing that can make me feel happy is when I saw my students play games most of the time and then they post it on Facebook or in the group chat. So that is not good because yeah, it is not bad to play games, but they play game but they don't do the homework, they don't do the exercise, so it is not good, and I am so disappointed when I see them playing game all the time, and that's why it makes me feel unhappy. Okay, so let's go to the second question. What makes you feel shy? Can you tell me one thing that makes you feel shy? Okay, so the thing that make you feel shy, like I hear from one of you, you say that you tell me that you answer me that when your teacher asks you to sit with a beautiful girl or a handsome boy, okay, especially the new student. So normally when we are learning, there is always a new student come in, right? And when our teacher asks us to sit with that new student, and if that student is very beautiful, is very handsome, we always feel shy. How about me? What is my answer? What makes me feel shy? So I think I am not a shy person. I am not shy. I don't think there are things that make I feel shy. So let me think. What are the things that makes me feel shy? Oh, now I have found the answer. So one thing that makes me feel shy is when a beautiful girl looking at my face. Why? Because I am a gentleman. I am a polite man because I don't look at the girl's face, but when they look at me, I am always shy. Let's go to question number 3. What makes you feel surprised? What makes you feel surprised? So what are the things that make you feel surprised? I think this question is easy, right? So things that make you feel surprised is when your parents buy you a lot of things. Example, buy you a new clothes, new phone, new backpack, or new things that you need like school supply. You always feel surprised. Or when they give you big gift on your birthday. How about me? What makes me feel surprised? One thing that makes me feel surprised is that most of my students, they are so smart. Okay, they don't really pay much attention when they are learning, but when they do exercise, they get a lot high score. So that makes me feel surprised. Let's go to number 4. What makes you feel annoyed? What makes you feel annoyed? You can say, so what makes you feel annoyed? Okay, so the thing that make you feel annoyed is when you are learning but your friend is talking loudly. Okay, so it is very annoying. So even me, when I am learning at school and when someone in class is talking noisily or talking loudly, it is so annoying. I feel annoyed. Let's go to the next question. What makes you feel worried? What makes you feel worried? My answer is when I study at school, I haven't reviewed the lesson and I always feel worried. This one, what makes you feel excited? Excited means very happy. The thing that makes me feel excited is when I go to new place. Like before 2020, I have never been to Comport, to the sea. I have never been there in my entire life. But in March, I think in March, I went there, and that was the first time that I went to the sea, and I felt so excited. Okay, this one. What makes you feel bored staying at home for a long time? What makes you feel lonely? It when you go to school and no one's talk to you, you feel lonely. What makes you feel embarrassed? So I want your answer. What makes you feel embarrassed? So the thing that makes you feel embarrassed is what? It's when your friends always talk something funny about you to tell another friends, right? And then you feel embarrassed, you feel shy. And the last one, what makes you feel lazy? What makes you feel lazy? A lot of homework, a lot of classwork, right? Okay, so in this lesson, we mainly focus about the feelings, right? The adjectives are the feeling. That's why the title is an awful day. And here are some of the questions. And what you need to do in the next session, in the third session, you have to try to answer all of these answers, all of these questions into your lesson book. So you write one question and then you answer, but you have to answer in full sentence. Example, what makes you feel unhappy? You don't say my parents blame me. No, you have to write with the full sentence. Example, what makes you feel unhappy? The thing that makes me feel unhappy is when my parents blame me. So you have to write the full sentence, don't write short. Because when you are taking the quiz or you are doing the exam, if you write in short way, some teachers, they will deduct your point. So if you want to get full score, try to write in full sentence. It is more correct. Okay, so that's the end of our video, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.